Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today is September 23rd, and right now we are looking at the mid-level water vapor loop. Can you see the big clockwise rotation here off the coastline? This anticyclone, this high pressure system right off the coast of North America. It's going to help us warm up a little bit here as we go on and through the next few days. We'll take a look at those temperatures. We'll take a look at what is coming here. We got some storm systems will be moving into the Pacific Northwest. Will they have any impact on California? What do we have going on in the extended forecast? Any areas of high pressure, tropical systems impacting the Southwest USA? We'll dive into those details as we go through this morning. Taking a look at the heat advisory Monday and Tuesday for some of the Bay Area. You can see it's not along the immediate coast there, but it does include Livermore and Concord, Morgan Hill, for example. And this is for Monday and Tuesday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. And warming things up again across Northern California as well. You can see some of these temperatures. Look at Ukiah Monday and Tuesday, 105, for example. If we go towards the Sacramento Valley, you see Redding there at 100 degrees. And then, not cooling off too much here Wednesday, Thursday, but when we do bounce back some of those temperatures as we go to the end of the week and towards the weekend here as well. So yeah, still feels like summer out there at times for many places, as you can see. Now, looking at today's forecast, looking at the map here, you can see Marysville right here. Look at Redding, 100 degrees. Sacramento, 97. Not bad. In San Francisco, 83 degrees. So, yeah, heads up for that. You can see Ukiah right there. And much cooler, of course, if you want to go out towards Fort Bragg, 69 degrees and 70 for Eureka. And max temperatures, they go a little bit further south here as well. You go towards Los Angeles, and you can see, a little bit of warmth out there. Not too bad here, though. But you can see Woodland Hills today and tomorrow, 97, 96. High temperatures for today, you see as you go east of the mountains there. Palm Springs, 107, Thermal, 106. Cooler along the ocean. So you can see Irvine right there at 83 degrees. Look at San Bernardino up towards 96 today. And, of course, if you want to go up across the higher terrain, you're going to feel those cooler temperatures, 76 for Big Bear Lake. No thunderstorm potential here for the next few days. We'll be watching that as we go off into the extended forecast, but nothing as of right now. I selected this weather station just outside of Bakersfield here. If I zoom out, you can see all the other weather stations here as well. If you want one of these, click on that link down below to save 10% off. Highly recommended for the price. You can see this is updating every few seconds. The wind speed, the rain, as it falls, it'll tell you how hard it's raining. See the sun just now starting to peak up, starting to get some solar radiation out there very early in the morning. And you can graph all this temperature and it stores all the data for you in the cloud. Now, taking a look at if you remember on the mid-level water vapor loop, we have this anticyclone here, this clockwise rotation, this high pressure. That's what's helping bring the warmth there across a lot of California as well. But then we got this troughing starting to swing through the Pacific Northwest, might suppress our temperatures a bit here across California. Kind of a 1-2 punch, potentially some strong atmospheric rivers up into British Columbia and on to southeast Alaska. But if we scroll off into the extended forecast, you can kind of see as we go through this weekend, not much doing here across the state of California. We'll look at the extended forecast here in a moment, but I just want to kind of show you where this precipitation is. We could get clipped by this system as we go through Wednesday afternoon, not showing much there, and then a stronger storm into the Pacific Northwest doesn't look like it's going to have much of an impact on the state of California as well. So we're still waiting our turn. It's still early in the season. These mid-latitude cyclones, they're north and they'll eventually start to make their way south as we go on into the fall and the winter months, but not just yet. Taking a look at the high-resolution rapid refresh. This goes out 48 hours, and there is some smoke out there, but it's not much. Relatively speaking, things are quite nice as far as fire and smoke conditions are concerned. This goes out 48 hours. This would be about Wednesday morning shown here. Now, if we take a look at the European on the left versus the GFS on the right, we're looking at the Pacific Ocean here, the Hawaiian Islands, the bottom left. You got California right there. Now, put this into motion, and you can see these systems trying to swing through the Pacific Northwest here. Then what we're watching for, mainly for California right now, again, is any kind of low-pressure center out here that might move into the Southwest USA, or any kind of high-pressure system that might move over the Great Basin, the interior areas, and drive an offshore wind event. So we scroll off in towards the early portion of next week, and you kind of see that gradient increase maybe a little bit more on the GFS. That could bring some offshore winds as we go through the later portion of the weekend on into the early portion of next week. So we'll be watching this. European not showing an exceptional gradient here, but there is that gradient that would drive some offshore winds. Hopefully we don't start any fires when those happen. You guys know what can happen as you get into September and October as far as firestorms are concerned. So yeah, the GFS, not a bad gradient there if you look at that Monday morning, and definitely not as strong here on the European. So we'll be breaking that down as we do day by day. And if I scroll all the way out in the National Blended Models, this is 264 hours out. You can see maybe one of those systems clipping some of Northwest California, but not much otherwise. This can still change pretty quickly though, and we'll watch it. So yeah. And this goes all the way out towards October 4th there. 6 to 10 day above average for a lot of California and the Southwest, as you can imagine. And here's the below average signal for a lot of the West as we go through the early portion of October as well. And if you guys want to help support the channel, moisture wicking t-shirts, all kinds of stuff. There's mugs, and those premium hoodies are quite nice as well. Click on that link down below. You should see the store down there if you want to help support the channel and buy one of those. Yeah, I wear these moisture wicking t-shirts all the time. In fact, I've got my Pacific Northwest weather watch on right now. Pretty typical. My son loves them as well. So anyway, otherwise, hope you guys are having a good day. Click like and subscribe. We'll do this all again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys then.